Hello and welcome to So Mindful Crafts Community Podcast. Today we have the team here from the Edlington and Warmsworth Community Magazine, and they're going to tell us all about the magazine and the future plans for it and all what's going off. So first of all, we'll just do a little round of introductions so everybody listening knows who's here.
Yep.
So,
hi Mick, I'm Simon and I'm editor of the magazine.
Hello Mick, I'm Joan and I'm chair of the magazine.
very good.
Hello Mick, I'm Linda and I'm the treasurer of the magazine.
Very good. So that's great. So thanks for coming, guys. And what I want to do is I'm going to throw a series of some questions here now so we can sort of find out a little bit more about what's going on with the magazine. So first of all, so what we want to do is what made you set up the magazine in the first place? What happened there?
Well, really it's a result of getting on for 2 years, 18 months, 2 years of PAG meetings, which if you don't know is Positive Action Group meetings for Edlington, primarily.
Mm-hmm.
And the culmination of those, it kind of boiled down to a real need for a central hub of information for the community.
Mm.
So it was decided a magazine could fulfil that role. There have been community magazines before, hadn't there?
Yeah, there used to be one. What did that used to be called? Can you remember?
There's
Focus.
In Focus
Focus was the
magazine,
first
and then after that was the Talk Together Media one, wasn't
Yes,
there?
yeah.
But
right.
they were heavily commercially biased, and ours isn't.
Yeah.
Ours is the only adverts we run is just the bare minimum, up to 30%, just to cover some of the overheads.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
well, that's-
local businesses.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
try and
oh,
keep it local
yeah.
businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea, isn't it? So, and then like sort of just for the community then to know what's going off in the area. It's just it's basically a source of information for literally the community of Edlington, isn't it? Really, and Warmsworth. So
Yeah.
So, oh no, that's really good. So, did it take a lot of work then, sort of getting the magazine up and running in place? Do you know what I mean? So there's a bit of laughter there now, sort of like. So I'm guessing things weren't quite as straightforward as originally planned. So
I think you know full well, mate, how difficult it was at the start.
Yeah.
It's been an experience.
It was
Yeah.
an experience, yeah.
a good experience.
Lots of hard work.
Yeah, just an experience, yeah, Linda.
Experience.
But we kind of got there in the end. We think
Perseverance. That was the thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, a lot of sane people would have given up a long time ago. But yeah.
So, with the magazine, then, what are the sort of aims and objectives of the magazine? You know what I mean? What's the plan there?
Yeah. Do you want to? Anybody else want to?
Well, we're trying to keep the community informed for what's going on. Eco Helping Hands here. Anything else that's going on in the church, all the churches, anything that's going on. We like the advertisements are coming from local businesses. So, what offers they've got, if things like that, and just so that people know, because not everybody's on Facebook, not everybody's in social media, not everybody's able to get out. It's not the same as years ago when there were posters in the post office.
Yeah, that's right.
And
isn't it?
stuff like that. So it's just trying to get the information that we can find out to the local people.
Because in all honesty, I think Edlington has got a hell of a lot really for to offer, and I don't think most of the community tap into what resources there actually is in Edlington, because you've got, like you say, there's Helping Hands, you've got Eco Centre, the So Mindful Crafts who do their things, you've got, like you say, the churches that are always doing things. There's the Granger Centre.
The town council.
That's the town council, into where they have meetings and that there. Yeah. But then there's also a few other things up at near where the homes are, where they've got the bungalows. There's like a little centre there.
Yeah.
Like is that family hood?
Church view.
Right, yeah.
That's
So,
where the Retro Rose is, isn't it?
and then
Yes,
obviously
that's
all
where
the
Retro Rose
businesses. You've got then the library. There's a lot.
There's a heck of a lot going on. The library actually is our hub.
Yeah.
It's more or less the hub of Edlington, and it's our unofficial base.
That's it. Because I always think because we get quite a lot of people from Edlington coming into our building. And when you talk to everybody, and you'll find the same when you're talking to people are very quick to think, oh, I didn't know about that, and I didn't know about that. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you've just been saying, there's not everybody uses Facebook and things like that. And I think having that community magazine with all these sort of like information in there of what's going up in your area, do you know what I mean? And I think it's a really good good thing, to put together. I know it's not an easy thing to do, but you guys are keeping at it, and each sort of edition that comes out now, has got more information, and you can see it coming together. Do you know what I mean with it? So I think that's
none of us had ever done any publication before, had we? And it shows.
No, but you're going to learn, aren't you? Each issue is going to get better, and then you have to get information back from, feedback, back from customers, don't you? For them to start participating.
I mean, the last issue we had problems with. Well, I say problems. There were issues with the printers. They had a new printing machine, and it showed in the quality of the last issue. But this one, now they've got to grips with the new machine, it's a lot better quality.
And again, these are just little creases that you're just ironing out, aren't they, along the way?
But some things are out of your control. Yeah. But you have to make the best of them.
That's it. Yeah. So just to sort of let people know who are listening, then, so who's involved then? Who are the staff that are involved? The people involved in the magazine then? So I know obviously we've got you guys here today.
The three of us. And Janice, who's our secretary, and then we've got a lady,
Demi Chapman. I think it's Chapman, and she's doing a regular gardening feature. She's got a young family, lives in the village. She's got a young family. I think it's the second year of gardening. She's really passionate about it, and she's done a fabulous page, hasn't she?
She did.
Really professional page. First time of asking, and it's like brilliant.
And that's just another example, isn't it, of then somebody in the community getting them involved in that magazine. Do you know what I mean? And
it's what it's all about. It's what it's all about. She gets a young son involved, and they also go out and deliver some of the magazines, which is really good.
Yeah, it's like you said earlier. You don't want to just fill it with adverts all the time, so it becomes more or less like a directory, because that becomes a bit boring. But you have to have so much element of that to obviously make it sustainable. But on the same note, the idea is there for community information, isn't it? Letting people know what's going on. Let people, like the lady you're talking about now, getting involved, who's got a passion, in that garden. And there'll be so many other people that's their passion too, who can connect with that. And this is the whole idea, isn't it? That hence why it's a community magazine. Yeah. It's there for the community to be utilised by the community, isn't it? So.
We are always looking out for people who want to write a feature that they specialise in. They don't have to be a specialist, but whether they're really interested in maybe a certain craft or something, or a certain part of history or something.
So what you're sort of saying is then, to anybody listening to this now who might think, something, I'd like to get involved with that. I'd want to, sort of write a feature with something, or help with something, or contribute in some way. You know what I mean? How then would they, do that? Then is it
all the contact info is in the magazine, or on our Facebook page? They can go on there.
Right. Very okay, easy. Then. So we'll.
Oh, can I also add? Yeah. When I mentioned Facebook, we have an online version as well.
Oh, that's good to know. Then,
for people who can't get hold of an actual physical copy, because we're only limited to 1,000 copies due to costs. So if they can't get hold of a physical copy, the online version is available in several places online, particularly the Facebook page.
And what's the Facebook page then? For
the Facebook page is Edlington and Warmsworth Community
Magazine.
So
so anybody listening there, if you just jump on Facebook and type that in, and then you'll be able to have a look at a digital copy of the magazine and go through it, which is really good. You know what I mean for that. So moving on then, we touched briefly on the sort of sustainability and that's why he put some of the adverts on. But so. How else is the magazine then funded? Is there any other means, or is there anything else that you want to ask anybody out there to help with anything? Or so what's the finances for the magazine then?
Well, donations are always welcome. I mean, around the village
we've got some donation boxes, haven't we?
Yes, donation boxes, and some of them have been very generous, haven't they?
Yeah. So where would people find these boxes then? So anybody listening who thinks, oh right, okay, then I've not seen any boxes.
Well, funny enough, there's one here.
There's one at St Michael Crafts. So where are the other ones?
One in each of the libraries. There should be one going to Helping Hand, shouldn't there? Really?
So you got one in Walmsworth Library, one in the Martin Wells Library. Where else is there?
That's it. for
Oh,
now.
right, okay.
We've got a couple of spare, but we're keeping one spare for when we do some fetes over the summer.
Yeah.
We're going to do a stall, have the collection boxes there.
And do you know, like, if there's any businesses that are listening to this as well, or think, oh, well, I'd put one a collection box on my counter or something, is that something you guys would be up for as well?
Most definitely.
They just need to
Yes.
obviously contact you, say via Facebook or, the contact information off the magazine if that was something that they were willing to do. So, because that'd all help, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
So,
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, we get some help from our local ward councillor.
Yeah. We've been able to donate some money. And there's also grants that we've applied for.
Yeah.
That's good.
And
There is a Helping Hand grant. That was our first grant, was it? It wasn't
Yes.
from the Helping
Helping
Hands.
Hands.
It was called.
It was called Help.
Yeah.
Hand grant from
That was our
Doncaster
that was our
Council,
start-up.
and then, of course, there's small amounts from advertising.
Yeah. So, because you've got to have that in there, haven't you? Obviously,
Yeah.
because obviously you've got to bring that money in. Because I know what people don't realise is doing a magazine and the printing costs and distribution, everything with it. It's not cheap, is it?
No.
Do you know what I mean? And nothing is these days, is it now? So it's.
We think we've got the best printers available to us.
I've seen the magazine and I've seen the print quality of the booklet, and I think it's really good. Do you know what I mean? It's that the quality's there with it. Do you know what I mean?
And the price as well.
Yeah.
We won't get that cheaper anywhere.
No.
We've scoured the internet.
Yeah,
There's
and
nowhere
it's
cheaper.
and like I say, it's good. It's a massive improvement in such a short space of time, isn't it, from the first edition going on. But again, this is something new, and this is what you're getting out there. Do you know what I mean? So it's so moving on, sort of like I think we've sort of touched on this slightly, but people then now who are listening who would want to get hold of an hard copy of this magazine.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are the hard copies then? So people then could go in and get themselves a free copy.
Just posted a list on our Facebook page of all the places around that have copies. The libraries have a lot of copies to hand out.
Do you know the list of them now for anybody listening? So
No, in fact, there's a lot.
Yeah,
There's a lot. I mean, loads of businesses, Helping Hands, Eco, the libraries.
I know here at
Mindful-
Some Mindful we have some
yeah.
copies in here as well. So
Yeah.
it's just obviously anybody listening to podcast now, do you know what I mean, might not have seen this list what you put out, so it's letting them know, potentially where they go, so they go up at you say the library up at Martin Wells, they're in there. There's some in the Warmsworth lines library. We've got Helping Hands Eco Centre,
Yeah, Stapleton Centre as well at Wandsworth. Also
Chip shop.
Chip shop.
Yeah, there's chip shops.
Which
Yeah,
chip shops got them in there,
hairdressers,
is it?
all of them. Hairdressers. There's all the pubs. They've all got.
Oh, so that's
they've all got
so.
a
To be
small
honest with you,
palette.
then they're quite
They're everywhere.
distributed throughout Edlington for people
but
to
add
access.
to that, we also do some targeted delivery. Like every issue will target a street or something, and then the next issue will target different streets.
Yeah.
So
You're just doing it a bit at a time, how you can do it, can't you? Do you know what I mean? And that's why anybody listening to this, do you know what I mean, is you can see, there's the passion in with this magazine and trying to get it out there, because it is for you guys in the community. So at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? It's anybody who's wanting to sort of help in it, even if it's down to doing a bit of distributing or, volunteering and putting things out.
always very grateful if people want to deliver it for us.
That's it. So anybody, who's listening thinks, actually, I've got a bit of time on my hands, I'd like to help with that.
I must add, it is purely on a voluntary basis. We don't get paid for any of this.
This is it, yeah.
They'd be doing it out of
and that's
goodness
it,
of
yeah.
their
I think that's
hearts.
a great thing, in all honesty, so. And that, over time, will grow as more people get to know about it, and, you know what I mean, it's more people will start getting involved, and then you've got exactly then what it is, and it's this community magazine for community, and sort of helped by the community.
That's
So,
it.
That's it.
yeah, no, it's a great thing. So basically, then for the next issue, then do you have anything fun, interesting lined up for the next copy coming out?
There's a feature on a local landmark, which is the. Do you know about this? There's Jan.
No.
Jan, our secretary, she's doing this one. The White Greyhound, the monument
Oh, right.
in Old Edlington Woods. We're doing a feature about that. And also, I might try and tie it in with something about the Old Edlington Wood, because, everybody in Edlington grew up with Edlington Woods, and many childhoods were spent playing in there, weren't they? So it's a very important place, a very special place, and it's so it's not cared for, is it? Really?
No.
So we're going to try and do something about that.
Is there any other features in coming up? Anything to do? Any organisations we are going off, or anything exciting? For the community to sort of get involved?
Well, don't know. It's still early days. The next issue. We're still like getting ideas together. There's going to be. We are focusing. I continue to focus on well-being aspects. I think that's important.
That's very important.
Yeah, I know you do yourselves here.
Yeah,
don't you? Really
focus we're big on that side.
So we'll try and push that in different, different
When
aspects.
is the next copy then due to come out?
Well, the next one's for June, July.
July, so
it should be ready for the 1st of June.
Right, okay, so...
And our deadline for that one is the 15th. Did Jan say 15th? Was it a Friday? Friday, either the 14th or 15th.
It's in May, yeah.
Right, so
May, yeah.
So anybody listening next, we'll be putting this out, once this is all done, we're out for people to listen to, then, anybody who wants to get anything into the magazine, you know what I mean, then any businesses or anybody with stories or anything else for the community side of it, then the deadline is the...
15th of May.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday, either the 14th or 15th. I can't remember which.
No worries then.
15th on Friday.
It is 15th, okay, yeah.
So... Sort of moving on then here. So future plans then with the magazine. What's the bigger picture and the plan that you're wanting with this magazine?
Well, we think now with this issue, this latest issue, we've got to a decent level, quality, and what's in it. I think everybody seems happy with it. A lot of glowing comments about it. So just carry that on, just to maintain that level. We've got to, because it's a good level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And at least carry on the way it is, but maybe if it gets more popular, maybe increase the number of pages.
When it gets more popular, Simon.
If
it gets more
popular.
When,
yeah. I don't like to presume too much, but if and when it does, there's always scope for more pages and more copies.
Yeah.
The thing is with the printing, we hit a sweet spot as far as the pricing goes. 1,000 copies, 24 pages is a sweet spot. After that, it jumps up quite a bit. It's like another 120 quid to go to the next level of that. So it's a big step. So it's
So for the magazine then to sort of like grow and keep going forward is there anything you want to put out to anybody who might be listening to this podcast who, you might want to put a message out to them in any way that you feel that could help? You know what I mean? Obviously, finance is a big thing. So if there's any companies out there, you know what I mean, who want to sort of get involved and do any sponsorship
with you guys, that'd be
very
great. Well,
you know what I mean?
Sponsor the front page.
Yeah,
we have a front page banner advert that's open for sponsorship. Yeah.
Prime position, you know what I mean? That's the thing,
That's it.
So, and it's not always, I mean, with that, people get involved in putting it. I know you're obviously advertising these magazines for awareness of your own business as well, but you're also supporting then a community magazine. So that's the big thing as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
We have got some regular advertisers that are completely behind us, like Near. The Near restaurant is very good.
Yeah,
very good chap.
Brilliant guys, them.
Very good chap. He sponsors from Word Go and to Yorkshire Main Motors, the same. So some more of those types of businesses would be great for us.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. So do you know what I mean? So is there anything else then that you would like to sort of mention about the magazine or put out there to anybody listening? Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you feel that you'd want to mention? So
if anybody's got an event coming up, just a one-off event that they're doing, a charity night or anything, if they let us know and we can help them and get that in the magazine.
Yeah, specifically at the minute, June and July. But if anything afterwards,
we're always forward planning. So if anybody's got anything, or if they just get in touch and say, could you do something like this? Then we're open
to suggestions.
It's not our magazine, it's the community's magazine.
Yeah. And just another question, how long is the magazine going on now? What issue are we on now? Is it?
This is the fourth issue. We started November, December was the.
So that shows how new it all is, and so I think considering in that sort of short space of time,
I just add it's bi-monthly,
right?
So a new copy comes out every other month, and each copy lasts for 2 months. Apart from going forwards, the Christmas one will be an individual one because we're not having a January edition because January's a bit of a dead month as far as business goes.
Yeah,
and
it's usually a depressive month, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say depressing, but anything that is going off on January, we'll just put a note into the Christmas edition one. Yeah.
Oh no, that's really good. I mean, we've touched on a lot of things there now with it. So hopefully, anybody listening to this podcast will have a bit more of a an understanding about the magazine. Obviously, might have heard about the magazine for the first time. Do you know what I mean? So that'll be great. And also, as regards our podcast, this is something we're doing, a community podcast now that we're going to be putting out. Possibly fortnightly, the idea will be with this, just giving literally a source of information of everything that's going off in and around Doncaster, things going off in the community. So if there's anybody that's listening that thinks, something, I'd like to come along on this podcast just to talk about something that we're doing, you know what I mean, or an event coming up or anything like that, then obviously get in touch with us, So Mindful Crafts, and we'd love to hear from you. So to wrap it up then, guys, you know what I mean, I'd like to thank you all for coming along. I hope this weren't too scary for you and it's been nice and laid back experience. Do you know what I mean? So John's putting faces there at me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, so it's goodbye from me.
Thanks, Mick.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, it's been a pleasure having you guys, and it's been really interesting to listen about the magazine. So come on, community of Edlington and Warmsworth, get behind this magazine. You know what I mean? Because it's there for you guys. So.
Nice one.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Thank you.
See you then. Bye-bye.
For crafts, pull up a chair.